Yo guys, it's CFB here. Welcome back to a new video today. Today, we've got a few things to discuss. Mainly, obviously, it's going to be the preview to West Ham versus Chelsea. 12:30 kickoff slot. Oh, god damn. That's always a really, really bad time for, your big Premier League clubs. Especially facing a smaller club. It's just, doesn't usually go right for the big team. But we got a couple important news actually to get into. So let's just start off straight away, which I think I actually told you guys this like a couple videos back, but not like fully. But it's literally just come out today from Fabrizio Romano, so let's take it away. You like that little rhyme, by the way. Oh, look at that! Oh, I told you. Give me some of your contract. So Fabrizio Romano says, Chelsea have now reached a full verbal agreement with Thiago Silva on a new contract valid until June 2024. Here we go. Draft of a new deal being prepared. It's all done and agreed verbally as Thiago has given the green light. New contract to be signed soon. I mean, the guy's pushing 40. He'd be 39 when this contract ends next year. I think it's a good move. I think this guy's still got stuff in. I mean, he's the best centre-back in the world right now. And who knows, he could still be able to go on until he's 40. But putting all of our reliability, what's the word? Putting all of our trust in a 40-year-old, just a bit harsh on him sometimes, maybe. A bit harsh, because he is always superb for us. So, I ain't complaining. I love Thiago Silva, but I just feel a bit bad for him. Now let's get into the next bit of news. Now this news is quite big. From Christian Falk as well, so quite reliable. Majority of the time when it comes to news. Christian Falk says, true, Chelsea have potential Potter replacement idea already knocked on sextuple winning manager door. So it looks like maybe our managers are starting to look elsewhere just in case Potter doesn't work. They probably fully trust Potter, but I've got other managers in mind just in case it doesn't work. Because let's just say, for example, we finish 13th this year. I don't think we will. I think we'll finish, like I said, I think we'll get top 8. Which isn't good for us at all, but I can't believe I'm actually saying it. But yeah, we'll probably get top 8. But if we finish like 13th or 14th, like really bad, Potter going probably could look like a possibility. And I wouldn't be really much against it. I fully back Potter. I think there's a good manager there. I think his style of football, it takes time to develop. If you watch through all of his other clubs and seen the history of how long it takes for his football to settle in, it does take a little bit. So, yeah, it looks like a manager has been potentially lined up. And I'll tell you who that manager is right now. Because, I mean, just take a look at the photo. This was at our last match against, God, who did we play last? Whoever we played last, I can't remember who we played last now. Hansi Flick was there. And I've got a couple of questions about this. Why was Hansi Flick there, for one, at the match? For number two, if you come back at me saying, oh, Hansi Flick's going to be there because he's the Germany coach, he's going to be there to watch Havertz. Alright, but when's our next international break? It's ages away. Managers don't really need to be looking right now. So why would he travel all the way to England, to Stamford Bridge, just to see one player play? Do you know what I mean? I can understand if Rudiger was still here and we had a couple, maybe one more German player. I can understand that because there'll be 3 players to watch. But only one guy to come and watch? I don't know. And third one, which is the biggest one. Why is one of our board members there, talking to him, clearly talking to him there? He's with him. Why is he there? I'll leave that to you guys. You guys can speculate. I think something could be cooking up behind the scenes, I think. And I wouldn't be too much against Hansi Flick. I think he's a great manager. And like I said, he won the sextuple, which is really hard to do. That Bayern Munich team he created with a couple of years back, they smashed us. I think it was 2020-21 actually. They smashed us, and they were smashing like teams like Barcelona 8-2 and stuff. Ridiculous. He ended up leaving Bayern Munich to go to Germany. He never got sacked. He ended up leaving. So, yeah. But yeah, let me know what you think about Hansi Flick. I wouldn't be against it, like I said. So, yeah, now let's get into the preview of the match. So, West Ham versus Chelsea at West Ham's ground, which is like the old Olympic Stadium, I think it was. I can't remember what it's called now. But, I'm... bloody hell, every time we play West Ham, when it's at Stamford Bridge, I'm always really confident because we always pull out a result. But every time we go to West Ham's ground, it never goes well. I think actually last season we played West Ham at their ground at a 12:30 kickoff slot as well, and it was a time where Mendy literally just looked at the ball whilst it was going in top bins, and he made that stupid, didn't make a save. He dived like 5 seconds after the ball went in the back of the net. It was awful. And Mount hit that decent volley. That was last year. This year, we obviously got a 2-0 victory over them. The Havertz goal. And it was like they had a disallowed goal, which was very controversial. I don't think it was controversial personally, but people thought it was controversial. So there's a bit of back and forth going. Am I confident going into this game? Like I've already said, it's at West Ham's ground, so not really. We just don't do well at West Ham's ground. I can't remember the last time we beat West Ham at their ground, to be fair. But let's go with the team news, because I think this could be the team, and I think this should be the team, and I'll give my thoughts on what I think Potter will do as I go through the lineups. So in goal, it's not going to be Bettinelli, is it? It's going to be Kepa. So Kepa. Mendy's still out with an injury. I don't think Mendy's actually out with an injury. I generally think he's faking an injury just to leave the club. I don't think he wants to be here anymore, which is fair enough. You know, fair play to you. But yeah, Kepa has to be in. He's been great. I think he's got the second highest save percentage in the league this season, like 80 something, which is fair play to him. It's decent. It's decent. So we're going with the 4-2-3-1 because I think that's what we're going to get best out of this team that I've made. So left back Marc Cucurella, centre back Badiashile and Thiago Silva, right back Reece James. Cucurella, the only reason why I put him in right now is because I feel like he's a more safer option out of him and Chilwell, because Chilwell's obviously only just coming back from an injury that he's been out with a long time, like longer than Reece James. But Marc Cucurella does need to step it up at Chelsea, personally. Badiashile, I don't even need to say anything between Badiashile and Silva, really, for me. Both of them have been top class. They haven't really made a mistake. They seem like a great combination. I think Badiashile is what we thought Koulibaly was going to be, and what we thought Koulibaly was going to be is what Badiashile was going to be. What I mean by that is Badiashile has came in and he's been brilliant. 3 games, 3 clean sheets, 2 draws, 1 win. Which, you know what I mean? He's been really, really good. Not even just defensively, like, you know, his passing. He's been great. Silva, don't need to speak about the guy. You know what I mean? He's brilliant. No, go back to the Badiashile bit. Koulibaly, we thought was going to come in and rock the Premier League. And Badiashile, personally, my feeling, I thought he was going to be a bit of a flop. It turns out now Koulibaly is the flop, and Badiashile was actually the more better signing, and he's actually done really well. So yeah, like I said, Thiago Silva, no explanation. He's world class. Reece James, give him another 60 minutes, 55 minutes today. I think I can understand if he starts this game, definitely. It's like I said, 55 or 60 minutes again, because I don't want him to get injured or something. You know what I mean? This match and the next match, I can understand us giving him 60 minutes and then he starts and plays the whole game after. But I'd rather just give him a more 55, 60 minute game again, just to ease him in a bit more. I hope he's not playing as reserved as he was in the last game, because he was holding himself a bit back last time. which I can understand, but I hope he doesn't do that this time. So, centre-mid, double pivot partnership, I've gone with Enzo Fernandez and Loftus-Cheek. I'm aware, I know what Potter's going to do. He's going to put Gallagher in the pivot. I'm already aware of that, and I'm already ready for it. And personally, I don't know if Loftus-Cheek is actually fully back from injury yet, or if he's fully fit to even start a game yet. Maybe he comes off the bench. So I'm pretty sure it will be Gallagher in the pivot. But me personally, I would put Loftus-Cheek. I think he's more suited to the double pivot, do you know what I mean, than Gallagher. Way more suited physically and, not getting pressed as well. Do you know what I mean? And then Enzo Fernandez, obviously, he's got to start. The guy's brilliant. I mean, he doesn't know the English language. And, he came in, and after a day of signing, he didn't even know the English language. He came and played, and he was putting a solid, decent performance. So yeah, I expect the same again from Enzo. Moving on to the three below the striker. So left wing has got to be Mudryk, right wing Madueke, and Cam Felix. I really, really, really hope Potter doesn't play Ziyech tomorrow. I really hope Potter doesn't play Ziyech on the right wing. I didn't fully understand that because, Ziyech was trying to force a move and then instantly in a couple of days' time he gets to start. I don't understand that personally. I don't know, but Madueke, I think he deserves. I think he came on and he was brilliant in the last game. Mudryk, he was reserved to say the least again. No, it was reserved in the last game just like Reece James was. But obviously it came out after the game that apparently he had a heavy cold. There is a cold going about, so I can understand. Apparently he had a heavy cold and nothing else really. Well, in all fairness, I've got a problem. Mount kept taking up his position, to be fair. I saw it. I saw the photos and everything, and it was ridiculous. It's like Mudryk was suffocated. He couldn't move. Hopefully he's recovered from his cold. I don't know if he has or not, but I'm expecting better from him today, definitely. And then Felix is back from his red card suspension. Hopefully he doesn't get a red card in today's game. I'd definitely play him over Mount or Havertz in that cam position. Give him that free roam. Let him do what he did like he did against Fulham. Let him free roam the pitch. And then in striker, personally for me, Datro Fofana. By the way, sorry on the list, there's loads of X's there. That's the best I could have done at the moment on the app I'm on. I'll try and fix it though. But yeah, Datro Fofana up front. I think when he came off the bench, he added energy onto the game. He's got pace. He has a bit more strength on the ball than Havertz does as well. I think Datro Fofana in the minutes he came on against, it was Fulham we played. Yeah, Fulham. In the minutes he came on against Fulham, like the 15, 20 minutes he played against Fulham, 15 minutes he played against Fulham, he made more he got more successful take-ons completed than Havertz done in his last 5 matches. That's all I'm saying. Drop Havertz. He needs to be dropped. That Fofana deserves minutes. I'm aware I think Havertz is going to start the game. And I'm not going to lie, I think Aubameyang's going to come off the bench. I hope not. And I hope Datro gets the minutes. But, I still believe you have to build Datro up a bit. But I think he deserves to start. He's going to have a tough time with those big, tall centre-backs he's going to be up against. Because, like I said, my own criticism is about Fofana is he's not tall. Which isn't his fault, but he's not tall. But he's strong and he's got ability. I still really wish he put that shot in where he went around the keeper and mugged that bloke off and shot, but it was obviously cleared off the line. It would have been a brilliant introduction onto Stamford Bridge. I think he deserves the minutes. I think he deserves to start definitely over Havertz and Aubameyang. So yeah, that's my team. Let me know what would you go with for your team. So score prediction for tomorrow. I've got to be honest, West Ham aren't doing well, but I've got to be honest, my head is telling me it's going to be 1-1, But my heart... Now, my head's telling me it's going to be 1-1. And West Ham are going to get a last-minute winner. And my heart is telling me it's going to be 1-0 Chelsea. Smash and grab around the 80th minute. One of the centre-backs will score it. I reckon Silver or Badiashile or James. One of the two defenders. 3 defenders. But with my head, I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to go with my heart, obviously. I'm going to go with the heart. But I don't know. I think it's going to be a very scrappy game. West Ham, away at West Ham is always a scrappy game. It's always a scrappy game. So, yeah. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know what you think about all the news we went through. Let me know about what you reckon the score is going to be as well. So, yeah. Like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow for the review. Let's hope we win. Like and subscribe, share the video, hit the bell notification, and yeah, take care.